Chosen one, you are not here by accident. This is not just another random moment in your life. The fact that you are watching this right now is no coincidence. Archangel Michael, the powerful warrior of the heavenly realm, has paused everything at this moment to speak directly to you. Heaven has orchestrated this divine appointment because you are ready for what is about to be revealed. This is the moment you have been waiting for, and it has arrived. The urgency you feel, the stirring in your spirit, is not by chance. Archangel Michael's voice is filled with power and authority because the message he is about to share is not one to be taken lightly. The heavens have aligned to bring this truth to you, and you are now standing at the threshold of a divine shift. This is a moment of awakening, a turning point that will redirect the course of your life. What follows is not just advice. It is a divine call to action, a call from the Father himself. It is the moment when your destiny is about to be unveiled, and you must be ready to receive it. You have felt the weight of life's struggles, the burdens of confusion and uncertainty. But now, as you hear these words, you are being called into alignment with your divine purpose. The moment you've been waiting for is here. This message is not just for anyone, it is for you. You are the one chosen for this divine moment. This is an appointment made by the Father, specifically for you, because he knows that you are ready to hear what he has to say. The heavens have been preparing you, and now the time has come for you to receive what has been set aside for you. Archangel Michael is here speaking with a voice that shakes the heavens. He is not here to simply give you advice. He is here to reveal the truth that has been hidden from you. This is not a casual encounter or a passing moment. This is a sacred invitation, and it carries with it the weight of divine importance. The Father has been waiting for this moment, praying for this opportunity to reach you. He has seen your heart, your struggles, and the weight you've carried for so long. And now, he is reaching out to you, offering a divine opportunity to move forward in his will. The emotional weight of this message cannot be overstated. This is not just a word of encouragement or a fleeting motivation. This is a life-changing revelation, one that will forever alter the course of your journey. As you listen, allow yourself to feel the deep connection between you and the Father. His love for you is immense, and he is speaking to you today with a love that surpasses anything you've ever known. This is not just a message from an angel. It is a message from your Creator, from the one who has been guiding you, even when you couldn't feel him. This is a personal call, a direct invitation to align with the divine purpose that has been placed on your life. Right now, as you listen, you may feel a stirring within your spirit, a sense of recognition, a knowing that something significant is happening. That is the Holy Spirit moving within you, preparing your heart to receive what Archangel Michael has to share. This is your moment. This is your divine appointment. It is not by accident that you are hearing these words right now. You have been chosen for this moment, and the time has come for you to step into the fullness of your calling. This is a call to action, a call to move forward in faith, and a call to trust that the Father has already gone before you. You are not alone in this journey. Heaven is on your side, and the angels are standing with you, ready to guide you into the next chapter of your life. This message is not just for the future, it is for right now. It is time to stop waiting, stop hesitating, and start stepping forward into the divine purpose that has been set before you. In the moments ahead, as you hear Archangel Michael's words, allow yourself to receive them with an open heart. This is your opportunity to break free from the past, from the chains that have held you back, and to move forward into the future that God has prepared for you. Trust that this message is meant for you. Trust that the Father has been preparing you for this moment, and that everything you've experienced has been leading you to this divine appointment. Your time has come, and the heavens are calling you to step into the fullness of your divine destiny. This is your moment. Your divine appointment is here. Do not miss it. Stay with me. Stay present, and let your heart be open to the transformation that is about to take place. What Archangel Michael is about to reveal will change everything. You are on the cusp of a powerful shift, and the blessings that have been held back are about to be released. This is not just a random encounter. This is your divine calling, and you are ready to step into it. Let the words that follow sink deep into your heart, and know that this is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. The Father's love is covering you, and His purpose is unfolding before you. Do not hesitate. Do not look away. This moment is the key to unlocking the divine breakthrough that you've been praying for. Trust in the process, trust in the timing, and trust that this divine appointment is meant for you. Stay with me, for the best is yet to come. Chosen one. You may have carried a heavy burden, thinking that your past mistakes, choices, or regrets have somehow derailed your destiny. Archangel Michael stands before you now to tell you that those mistakes did not ruin your future. In fact, they were never meant to. The truth is, what you thought was a failure, a wrong turn, or a loss was actually part of your awakening process. Every single misstep you've taken, every poor decision, and every heartache was woven into the very fabric of God's plan for your life. Your Father, in His wisdom and love, allowed these moments to happen, not as a punishment, but as a means of awakening you to something greater. They served as catalysts to get you to where you are now. They were never about breaking you. They were about molding you. You are now in a place of clarity, understanding, and strength because of everything you've gone through. Mistakes are not failures in God's eyes. They are lessons, divine shaping tools that have steered you closer to your purpose. You may not have seen it at the time, but every hardship and wrong turn has been instrumental in bringing you to this exact moment. As you reflect on your past, it may feel tempting to focus on the mistakes you've made, the moments you wish you could erase, and the paths you regret taking. However, Archangel Michael, who stands by you in this sacred moment, urges you to shift your perspective. Those very mistakes, the times when you felt lost or confused, were not failures. They were powerful tools used by the divine to shape you into who you are today. God's love is unconditional and abundant. He didn't see you as a failure when you stumbled or when your plans didn't work out as you hoped. Instead, He saw an opportunity to refine you, to teach you, and to redirect you toward His perfect plan. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your past mistakes define you, but the truth is that God sees them differently. He doesn't look at your missteps as roadblocks, but as stepping stones that led you closer to His will. Every challenge, every mistake, every moment of confusion has played a part in preparing you for this very moment of clarity and divine purpose. When you made decisions that seemed like the wrong ones, God was still there guiding you and working in your favor. What felt like a detour was actually a divine redirection, leading you away from paths that weren't aligned with your true purpose. The painful lessons you learned were not in vain. They were meant to strengthen your faith, sharpen your discernment, and mold you into the person who is now ready to step into the fullness of your calling. Even when you faced rejection, disappointment, or heartache, you were never abandoned. God was right there beside you, holding your hand through every storm. He didn't let you fall without purpose. Every hardship you've faced, every tear you've shed, and every moment of doubt has been used to refine your spirit and lead you toward the future He has promised you. It's easy to look back and think that those moments were signs of failure, but the truth is that they were essential parts of the process that were moving you towards something greater. Without those experiences, you wouldn't have the wisdom, the strength, and the clarity you carry now. Now that you stand on the threshold of your divine destiny, look back with a heart full of gratitude. Instead of seeing your past mistakes as burdens, see them as blessings in disguise. They were the lessons, the challenges, and the redirections that God used to prepare you for this moment. You are stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the journey ahead than you ever could have been without those experiences. Your past has shaped you, but it does not define you. It has simply made you ready for the extraordinary things that lie ahead. Archangel Michael encourages you to recognize that you are not the sum of your mistakes. You are the sum of God's love, grace, and transformation. The mistakes you made in the past were never meant to keep you stuck or trapped in shame. They were meant to elevate you, refine you, and prepare you for the great things that God has in store for you. Your story is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. The divine purpose that has been unfolding behind the scenes is now coming into focus, and you are stepping into a new season of growth, purpose, and blessing. As you move forward, let go of the guilt, the shame, and the doubts that have held you back. You are no longer defined by your mistakes, but by the grace that has carried you through them. Archangel Michael reminds you that your future is bright, your purpose is clear, and the mistakes of the past have no power over your destiny. They were simply the lessons you needed to get to this point, and now you are ready to walk confidently into the future that God has prepared for you. Trust that the lessons you've learned and the strength you've gained will guide you toward your purpose with clarity and conviction. Remember, chosen one, God does not waste any of your experiences. Every moment of your life, whether joyful or painful, has been used to prepare you for this season of awakening and divine purpose. Your journey has been a beautiful tapestry woven together by God's love, grace, and perfect timing. Embrace this new chapter with open arms, knowing that you are fully equipped to step into the destiny that has been waiting for you all along. Your mistakes are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of a new chapter, filled with possibility, purpose, and divine blessings. Archangel Michael now calls you to see your mistakes for what they truly were, divine redirections. Heaven didn't allow those missteps to derail your journey. They were carefully orchestrated to redirect you to your true path. These redirections may have felt like obstacles or detours, but they were actually divine interventions. They stopped you from going down paths that would have led you further away from the purpose God has for your life. Had you continued down those roads, they would have left you drained, unfulfilled, or lost. But in God's perfect timing, your mistakes led you to the right places, to the people who would help you grow, and to the lessons that would awaken your spirit. So, rather than looking back with regret or guilt, see those moments as divine protection. God, in His infinite wisdom, has been guiding you with love even when you didn't realize it. Each redirection was a loving nudge from your Father, guiding you toward the fullness of your destiny. The path you are on now, though not perfect, is the one that will lead you exactly where you need to be. Chosen one, as you reflect on your journey, know that the mistakes you thought were setbacks were actually part of God's divine plan. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that these moments were never meant to keep you stuck. They were designed to keep you on track. The road you thought you should have been walking, the choices you made that felt like wrong turns, were all part of the grand orchestration of God's will for your life. What you may have perceived as failures were in reality divine redirections meant to lead you to a greater understanding of your true purpose. There were times when you wanted something so badly and it didn't work out. You may have felt disappointed, frustrated, or confused, questioning why things didn't go as you expected. But now, looking back, with the clarity of this moment, you can see that those closed doors were blessings in disguise. They prevented you from pursuing paths that, although they seemed promising, would have taken you farther away from the life that God has been preparing for you. The people, places, and opportunities you thought you missed out on were never meant for you. Heaven, in its divine wisdom, allowed those moments to pass so that you could align more fully with your destiny. Think of those moments of disappointment as protective measures. When you were unsure why things weren't falling into place, heaven was moving things out of the way. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Maybe it wasn't the right relationship. Or maybe you were being saved from a situation that would have drained your energy and spirit. God knew exactly what you needed, even when you didn't understand why things weren't happening the way you thought they should. And now, in this moment of revelation, you are seeing that those so-called mistakes were in fact the very thing that guided you to where you needed to be. Archangel Michael wants to assure you that no detour, no redirection, and no misstep in your journey has been wasted. Each experience, each mistake, and each challenge has been part of your transformation. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient because of them. And now, as you step into the fullness of your purpose, you are more prepared than you have ever been before. The lessons you've learned, the wisdom you've gained, and the strength you've built will guide you toward your divine destiny. The truth is, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Every part of your journey, every step you've taken, has led you to this moment of clarity. What seemed like a failure was simply the universe's way of redirecting you to where you needed to be. You are not behind, you are not lost, and you are certainly not too late. Everything has been unfolding in divine timing. And now, you are standing on the threshold of the next chapter in your life. You may not have seen it before, but the mistakes and redirections were actually preparing you for this season of growth, alignment, and divine purpose. It's time to let go of the guilt, the regret, and the fear that your past mistakes have caused. They no longer have power over you. Archangel Michael is here to remind you that those mistakes were part of God's perfect plan to guide you to this very moment. They didn't derail your destiny, they guided you toward it. You are stronger and more aligned with your purpose than ever before. Trust in the process and trust in God's perfect timing. Your mistakes were never failures. They were divine redirections leading you exactly where you need to be. As you move forward, don't look back with regret. Instead, look back with gratitude, knowing that every challenge, every mistake, and every redirection was a divine gift meant to awaken you to your true calling. The journey you've been on has shaped you into the person you are today, and you are now ready to step into the fullness of the life God has prepared for you. Embrace your path, trust in the guidance of Archangel Michael, and step forward with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Your destiny is unfolding before you, and nothing can stand in the way of the blessings that are coming your way. Every trial, every hardship, and every setback you've faced has served a greater purpose in your life. Archangel Michael speaks truthfully when he says that these challenges did not weaken you, but rather strengthened you. It is through adversity that you have grown in ways you couldn't have imagined. When you thought you were at your lowest, God was shaping you, building resilience in your heart and fortifying your spirit. You may have felt defeated, but what was really happening was that you were being prepared for greatness. God's plan has always been for your strengthening, not your downfall. The storms that seemed to overtake you were simply the winds that cleared the path. You are now stronger because of everything you've endured. The fears, the doubts, and the pains that once seemed insurmountable have only made you more resilient. They've shaped you into the person you are today, a person ready to walk in the fullness of God's purpose for your life. Every challenge you've faced, every hardship you've overcome has brought you closer to your true calling. The strength you now carry is not from your own power, but from God's grace. He has been with you every step of the way, even when you couldn't feel Him. And now, as you step into this new season of clarity and divine purpose, remember that you have been prepared for this moment. Your mistakes, your struggles, and your challenges were never meant to break you. They were meant to build you. And now, you are ready to move forward with a heart full of strength, confidence, and trust in God's plan. Chosen one, every trial, every hardship, and every setback you've experienced has been part of God's divine design to shape you into the person you are today. Archangel Michael is here to remind you that these challenges were never meant to weaken you, but to strengthen you, preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. You may have felt as though you were on the edge, about to break under the weight of your struggles, but God was with you in those moments, fortifying your spirit and making you stronger than ever before. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that the difficulties you faced are signs of failure, or that they have somehow set you back from your true path. But Archangel Michael is telling you that nothing could be further from the truth. Every storm that seemed to overtake you was a storm that cleared the way for you to step into a new level of understanding, strength, and purpose. Every setback was not a failure. It was a setup for something greater. It was God's way of refining you, removing what needed to be removed, and allowing you to grow in ways that would have been impossible without these trials. When you faced moments of doubt and fear, when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to carry, God was right there walking beside you, holding you up. You may have felt abandoned or alone, but God was with you in those dark moments, building resilience within you. He was preparing you for the incredible purpose He has for your life. The battles you fought, the tears you shed, and the pain you endured were not in vain. They were all part of a greater plan, a plan that has been unfolding for you even when you couldn't see it. It is through adversity that your true strength has emerged. You have been refined in the fires of hardship, and now you stand as a person who is not easily shaken. The fears that once held you back have been conquered. The doubts that clouded your mind have been cleared, and the pain you once carried has been transformed into wisdom and resilience. Every challenge you faced has been a stepping stone leading you to this moment where you are ready to step fully into your divine calling. Understand, this chosen one, the strength you carry now is not your own. It is God's strength. He has been with you every step of the way, even when you couldn't feel Him. His grace has been your foundation, and His love has been your shield. Each trial you faced only made you stronger, and with each battle won, you grew in your ability to trust God's plan for your life. You are a living testament to His grace, and now you stand ready to embrace the future He has prepared for you. This is the moment when everything changes. The mistakes, the failures, the setbacks, they are all part of your story, but they do not define you. What defines you now is your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering trust in God's plan. He has been preparing you for this moment, and you are now ready to step into the fullness of your purpose. The challenges you faced have equipped you with the tools you need to move forward with confidence. You are no longer the person you were before. You have been made stronger, wiser, and more equipped to fulfill the calling God has placed on your life. The road ahead may not always be easy, but you are no longer the same person who walked through the hardships of the past. You are stronger now. You have learned to trust God's timing, to rely on His strength, and to walk in faith, even when the way seems unclear. Every trial, every tear, and every hardship has been part of your preparation for what lies ahead. You are more than ready for the life that God has in store for you. You have everything you need to fulfill His purpose for your life. Remember, God does not allow us to go through trials and tribulations without a purpose. He never wastes a moment of our lives. Every hardship you've faced has been a lesson in disguise, teaching you the strength you needed to rise above the challenges that lay ahead. The strength you carry now is the result of your battles, your perseverance, and your faith in God. You are walking in the fullness of His purpose for your life, and nothing can stop you. As you move forward, remember that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. His angels are surrounding you, guiding you, and protecting you. Archangel Michael stands by your side, ready to assist you in every moment of your journey. With every step you take, you are drawing closer to the divine purpose that God has set before you. Trust in the strength that you have gained. Trust in the lessons you have learned. And trust that God's plan is unfolding perfectly. You are stronger than you think, chosen one. The challenges you've faced have only made you more equipped for the life God has prepared for you. The strength you now carry is the result of His grace, His love, and His divine purpose for your life. You have been prepared for this moment, and you are ready to walk into the next chapter of your journey with confidence, knowing that God is with you and that your destiny is secure. Embrace the future with faith, knowing that you have been equipped to handle whatever comes your way. You are strong, resilient, and ready to step fully into the divine purpose God has called you to fulfill. You are not defined by your past mistakes or hardships, but by the strength and faith you carry with you as you move forward into the life God has planned for you. Let His love continue to guide you, and know that you are ready for the next step in your divine journey. The best is yet to come. Chosen one, there are moments in life when you may have felt lost or vulnerable, unsure of what was coming next. You might have wondered if you were truly being protected or guided, especially when life seemed uncertain or challenging. But in this moment, Archangel Michael reveals the divine protection God has provided for you, often in ways you couldn't see. The truth is, God's shielding hand has been over you from the very beginning. He has been protecting you from harm, even when you couldn't see it. Every time you faced danger, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual, God's hand was there, guiding you safely through. Some battles you never had to fight because He shielded you. Some doors that seemed like opportunities were actually detours that He closed to keep you from going down the wrong path. You may have felt moments of fear, doubt, and confusion, but rest assured that your Father was right there guarding you from what you couldn't yet understand. Now is the time to reflect on how many times He has stepped in ways you didn't even notice, to protect your heart, your spirit, and your future. The protection God offers is not passive, it is active and powerful, and it is a divine shield that has been around you all along. Trust in this divine care and know that you have been watched over every step of the way. As you reflect on your life's journey, take a moment to look back and notice the times when you were guided, even when you didn't understand why things happened the way they did. Perhaps you encountered difficult situations that at the time seemed like setbacks or roadblocks. It's easy to question why things unfolded the way they did, but in those moments, God was actively protecting you. It's not always easy to see in the midst of hardship, but now, from this place of clarity, you can recognize that His shielding hand was always there. Think about the times when you were at a crossroads, unsure of what decision to make. You might have felt overwhelmed, uncertain, and even paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong choice. But somehow, something happened. Either an opportunity fell through, or a path that once seemed inviting suddenly became less clear. What you may not have realized at the time was that this was God's protection. Sometimes, the biggest blessing is not what you receive, but what you are kept from. Those closed doors were not failures. They were divine redirections. The Father knew that those paths would not lead you toward your purpose and destiny, so He gently closed them, guiding you toward something greater. There were times when you might have faced emotional turmoil, doubt, and confusion. You may have questioned your worth, wondered why you couldn't find peace, or felt distant from the love of God. But chosen one, even in those moments, you were never alone. God's protection wasn't just about shielding you from external threats. It was about protecting your spirit, your heart, and your mind. Even when you felt broken, He was there, mending the pieces and shielding your soul from the weight of the world. He was fortifying your spirit, preparing you for the greater work He has in store for you. There were moments when you might have felt abandoned, when you were battling silent struggles that no one else saw. You wondered why you had to endure such pain, loneliness, and hardship. But in those moments, God's protection was not passive. It was a protective cover over your heart and your spirit. He knew that the trials were shaping you, building resilience, and making you stronger. Without those challenges, you wouldn't have become the person you are today, capable of handling the blessings that are now coming your way. His protection wasn't about keeping you from hard times. It was about equipping you to endure and thrive through them. You may have felt a sense of being lost, at times like you were wandering without direction or purpose. But now, as you look back, you can see that even during those periods of uncertainty, God was guiding you step by step toward your destiny. Every lesson you've learned, every hardship you've faced, and every mistake you've made has been part of a greater divine plan. It's all been orchestrated to bring you closer to the person you were meant to become. Now that you can see the bigger picture, it's clear that the mistakes, the struggles, and the challenges were all part of the plan. They were the tools God used to build your strength, sharpen your faith, and refine your character. And as you stand at the threshold of a new season, you can be confident that the same divine protection that has carried you this far will continue to surround you. God's shielding hand is not something that has been fleeting. It's been a constant presence guiding you through every storm and keeping you safe in His care. As you move forward in your journey, trust in this divine protection. Trust that God's hand is still guiding you, even when you can't see the full picture. Trust that He is still watching over you, leading you down the path that has been prepared for you since before you were born. Every step you take, every decision you make is being aligned with God's will for your life. And with that trust, you can walk forward with confidence, knowing that you are never alone. God is with you. His protection is over you, and His love is guiding you every step. In the moments when fear and doubt arise, remember that God has always been there shielding you, guiding you, and leading you to the fullness of His plan. His protection is not just for the big, obvious threats, but also for the quiet, unseen dangers that could have steered you away from your purpose. His divine care has kept you safe. And now, as you step into the future He has prepared for you, you can walk with confidence, knowing that His protection will never fail. Let this understanding fill your heart with peace. No matter what you face, no matter how uncertain the future may seem, trust that God's hand of protection will continue to guide you. He has been faithful in the past, and He will continue to be faithful in the future. You are not walking alone, and you are never without His divine care. As you step forward, take a deep breath and feel His love and protection surrounding you, knowing that you are safe in His arms. God's protection isn't just a shield for your body, it's a shield for your soul. He has been and will continue to be your refuge, your safe haven in times of trouble. Trust in this divine care and walk forward with the assurance that He is with you, protecting you, and guiding you to the fulfillment of your purpose. As you continue on your journey, it's important to recognize the subtle nudges and signs that God has been sending you. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, reminding you of the countless moments when you may have received a whisper in your heart, a sense of peace, or a feeling of guidance that led you in the right direction. These are not coincidences. They are signs of divine protection. Maybe there were moments when you felt an unexplainable pull to go a certain way, to stay away from something, or to say no to something that didn't feel right. That feeling wasn't your imagination. It was God's voice guiding you. Perhaps you felt a sudden sense of calm when a situation seemed overwhelming, or maybe you've encountered a series of fortunate events that helped you avoid harm. These signs are God's way of protecting you, signaling that His hand is at work in your life, directing you and leading you in alignment with His perfect plan. Recognize these moments, for they are gifts from heaven, marking the divine protection surrounding you. God doesn't leave you to navigate life on your own. He constantly communicates with you through these subtle signs, ensuring that you are walking the right path, even when it's not always clear. As you reflect on these subtle signs, I encourage you to take a moment to truly acknowledge them. These nudges, whispers, and feelings of peace are not just fleeting moments. They are God's loving guidance, His protection, and His assurance that you are not walking this journey alone. Sometimes we get so caught up in the busyness of life that we overlook the quiet whispers of divine intervention. But when we take a moment to pause and listen, we begin to notice the subtle ways in which God is communicating with us. Think back to moments in your life when you felt a sense of peace wash over you, especially during times of uncertainty. Maybe you were facing a difficult decision, and suddenly you felt a calmness that reassured you to trust in the path ahead. This was not just coincidence. It was God's divine peace filling you with the assurance that you are in alignment with His will. Trust that these moments of peace are not insignificant. They are part of God's protection over you, reminding you that He is leading you in the right direction. There may also have been times when you felt a sense of discomfort or unease about a particular situation or person. Perhaps you didn't fully understand why you felt this way, but something deep inside told you to be cautious. That feeling wasn't something to ignore. It was God's way of shielding you from potential harm. Archangel Michael is here to remind you that these moments of discomfort are signs of divine protection, guiding you away from paths that could lead to hurt or danger. God is not only with you when things are going well, but He is especially present when things feel uncertain or unsafe. His protection is constant, and these signs are His way of keeping you on the right track. Think about the times when opportunities seemed to come your way out of nowhere, when doors opened for you that you didn't expect, or when you received unexpected help just when you needed it. These moments of synchronicity are signs that God is at work in your life. They are His way of guiding you to exactly where you need to be. Every opportunity that aligns with your divine purpose is a part of God's plan, and He is actively moving things in your favor. When you encounter these blessings, remember to thank God for His provision and trust that He is always orchestrating the perfect timing for your life. Sometimes, the signs of divine protection come in the form of closed doors. There may have been times when you felt frustrated or disappointed by opportunities that didn't come to fruition, or when relationships you thought were meant to be faded away. While it's natural to feel discouraged, it's important to remember that God's closed doors are not setbacks. They are His way of protecting you from paths that wouldn't align with your purpose. Just like Archangel Michael stands beside you, cutting away distractions and detours, God is closing doors to keep you on the right path. What may seem like a missed opportunity could actually be a blessing in disguise, as God is leading you towards something far better. It's also essential to recognize the signs in your personal relationships. Have you ever met someone and immediately felt a sense of peace and connection? Or perhaps you felt a warning in your spirit to be cautious around certain individuals. These intuitive feelings are part of God's protection. He is guiding you to the people who will support, encourage, and uplift you, while helping you avoid those who may drain your energy or lead you astray. Trust the inner knowing that God has placed within you. This is His divine protection, ensuring that you are surrounded by people who align with your purpose and support your journey. Even in times of trial, God's signs are present, showing you that He is still with you. When you go through hardships, God is not absent. He is with you every step of the way. You may have noticed moments of strength when you felt you couldn't go on, or times when you found unexpected courage to face challenges you thought you couldn't overcome. These moments of resilience are signs that God's protection is at work in your life, empowering you to keep moving forward. Every struggle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, and God's protection ensures that you are equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Archangel Michael's presence is also an important sign of divine protection. He stands beside you as a warrior of light, guarding you against the forces of darkness that try to steal your peace, your joy, and your purpose. His sword of light cuts through the lies and distractions that try to pull you away from God's will. Trust in Archangel Michael's guidance and protection, for he is actively working on your behalf, ensuring that you remain safe and aligned with God's divine plan. The more you become aware of these signs, the more you will see how God is actively protecting you. His love is constant, and His care is unwavering. It's important to not only recognize these signs, but also to trust in them. When you trust in God's guidance, you open yourself up to His blessings and allow His protection to lead you forward with confidence. Know that He has been with you every step of the way, even in the moments when you didn't recognize His presence. His love surrounds you, and His divine protection will continue to keep you safe as you move forward on your journey. As you step into this new season, trust that God's hand is still upon you. He has guided you this far, and He will continue to guide you through every step ahead. The signs you've received are not coincidences. They are evidence of God's loving care and protection over your life. So, trust in the divine guidance that is being shown to you, and take each step with the confidence that God's plan for you is unfolding perfectly. You are never alone in this journey. His protection is with you, and His love is guiding you to the fullness of your purpose. Now, chosen one, it's time to trust the signs that God has been placing in your life. Too often, we second-guess the nudges and instincts we feel. We question whether it's just our own desires or if it's truly divine guidance. But Archangel Michael urges you to trust your instincts, for they are aligned with God's plan for you. The signs you've been receiving are not random. They are a reflection of the divine alignment taking place in your life. Trust that the path you are on is being guided and everything is being aligned in your favor. The challenges you've faced, the relationships you've encountered, and the opportunities that have come your way have all been orchestrated by God to bring you closer to your divine destiny. Trust that these signs are the markers of divine protection, helping you avoid the wrong paths and leading you to the right ones. God is actively working behind the scenes, and by trusting the divine signs He is sending, you are aligning yourself more deeply with His will. You are not alone in this journey. Heaven is actively guiding you and protecting you every step of the way. Take a moment to reflect on all the signs you've received and know that God is with you, guiding you toward the blessings that await. Trust the path, trust the signs, and trust that God's protection is always with you, leading you into your divine purpose. As you begin to reflect on the signs that have been placed before you, it's important to understand that these are not mere coincidences. They are the direct, loving interventions of God, orchestrating your journey, guiding you toward the path He has always intended for you. So many times we overlook the subtle ways in which God is speaking to us. It's easy to dismiss the moments of synchronicity, the quiet nudges in our hearts, and the signs that seem to appear out of nowhere. But when you take a step back and truly observe, you'll see that everything has been leading you to this very moment. God's signs are not always loud or dramatic. They often come in quiet moments, perhaps in the peaceful calm of a morning, the sudden clarity after a period of doubt, or the calm sense of certainty in the midst of uncertainty. These signs may come in the form of a feeling in your heart, a word from a friend, or even a situation that seems to resolve itself at just the right time. It's important to not overlook these gentle whispers, as they are part of God's divine guidance. Trust that every step you've taken, whether forward or seemingly backward, has been part of the process of divine alignment. Sometimes it's easy to get discouraged when things don't seem to be going as planned, or when doors close, or when you encounter setbacks. But every single experience you've had has been part of your divine path. The relationships that have come into your life, the challenges you've faced, and even the opportunities that seem to slip through your fingers have all been pieces of God's divine puzzle, leading you toward the blessings that are now unfolding before you. When Archangel Michael urges you to trust your instincts, he is reminding you that you are deeply connected to God's will. The instincts you feel, the gentle pull towards certain decisions, and the moments of peace you experience in the midst of chaos are all God's way of directing your steps. He is whispering to your heart, helping you to discern what is right and what is wrong, leading you to the places and people who will help you fulfill your divine purpose. You may have been questioning your next step, wondering if the path you are on is the right one. But I urge you to take a moment to reflect. Look back on the signs you've already received, the ones that you may have brushed off or disregarded. They were all part of a divine plan, unfolding, guiding you toward where you are meant to be. Now is the time to trust that those signs are real, and they are leading you to the life God has promised you. There may be times when you feel hesitant, wondering if you're doing the right thing, or questioning if you should take a different direction. It's natural to experience doubt when the journey ahead feels uncertain. But Archangel Michael is here to remind you that God's hand is upon your life, and His protection is surrounding you. You are not alone in this. The angels are actively guiding and protecting you, nudging you toward the decisions that align with God's will. When you trust those nudges, when you trust those signs, you are walking in harmony with God's plan for your life. As you move forward, be open to receiving God's guidance in every form. His protection is not limited to the visible or the obvious. It's present in the most subtle of signs. Take the time to notice the moments when your heart feels at peace, when you experience clarity in the midst of confusion, or when a situation resolves itself in unexpected ways. These are all signs that God is at work in your life, leading you down the path He has set before you. Trust in God's timing. There may be moments when you feel like things aren't moving fast enough, or when you question why certain doors haven't opened yet. But remember that God's timing is always perfect. Every delay, every closed door, and every opportunity that has come into your life has been part of His divine plan. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, God is preparing you for something greater. Trust that the blessings that are meant for you are being prepared, and they will come in due time. Recognize that you are never alone in this journey. You are surrounded by God's protection, and His angels are constantly at work on your behalf. Archangel Michael, in particular, is standing by your side, guarding you and leading you toward your true purpose. When you feel uncertain or afraid, know that Archangel Michael is there with his sword of light, cutting through any obstacles in your path and guiding you toward the life that God has designed for you. Take a moment now to reflect on the signs you've received in your own life. What are the moments of clarity, the feelings of peace, the doors that have opened or closed at the right time? These are not coincidences. They are the evidence of God's protection and guidance in your life. Trust that these signs are leading you toward your destiny. As you move forward, hold on to the truth that God is actively guiding you. You are not walking this path alone. His protection surrounds you, and His guidance is always available to you. Trust your instincts, trust the signs, and trust that God is aligning everything in your favor. You are on the path He has chosen for you, and with each step you take in faith, you are getting closer to the fullness of your divine purpose. So chosen, one, embrace the signs. Trust the guidance you've been receiving, and take the steps that align with God's will for your life. You are being protected. You are being guided, and you are walking toward the divine blessings that await you. Keep moving forward, trusting that God is leading you every step of the way. You are not alone in this journey. His divine protection is with you always. Chosen one, I want to share with you an important truth. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here. You are standing on the edge of something monumental, something that will transform your life. For so long, you felt like you were waiting, struggling, and striving without seeing the full picture. But that season is over. Archangel Michael is here to tell you that everything has been leading up to this very moment. You have been prepared, you have been refined, and now the door is opening before you. This is the moment when you will see what you've prayed for, what you've hoped for, and what you've worked toward finally manifest in your life. The divine timing is here. The seeds you've planted in faith are about to bear fruit. What you've been waiting for is coming into full bloom. This is not just another step. It's a leap forward into the destiny God has always prepared for you. Trust that everything you've been through, the challenges, the setbacks, the doubts, were all part of God's divine preparation for this breakthrough. Now is the time to step forward with boldness and embrace the future He has already set in motion for you. Chosen one, as you stand at the threshold of this breakthrough, understand that this moment is not just about receiving what you have prayed for. It is about stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose. You've been on a journey, a path filled with lessons, growth, and preparation. Now the time has come for everything to fall into place. This moment marks the end of waiting, the end of uncertainty, and the beginning of a new chapter. The breakthrough is not just a manifestation of your desires, it is a manifestation of God's plan for your life. You have persevered through challenges, and every trial you've faced has been shaping you for what is about to unfold. Now is the time for the doors of opportunity to swing open wide, revealing the path that God has been preparing for you all along. His timing is perfect, and everything you have experienced has led you to this exact moment. You may have wondered why it took so long, why the answers were delayed, or why it seemed like things weren't progressing as quickly as you hoped. But in hindsight, you will see that each step, each delay, and each obstacle was God's way of preparing you for this breakthrough. Your growth, your strength, and your faith have been refined through the process. And now you are ready to receive what has been waiting for you. This breakthrough is not just about material blessings or external success. It is a spiritual awakening, a deeper alignment with God's will for your life. It is a divine confirmation that you are on the right path, that everything you've endured has led you to this place of transformation. What seemed like setbacks were simply detours that redirected you to where you truly belong. Now, everything is coming together as it should. As you step into this breakthrough, remember that it is not just a moment of personal gain, but a moment of divine purpose. You have been chosen to carry out God's plan, to step into the role He has prepared for you in His kingdom. This breakthrough is the beginning of a new season 1, where you will walk in your divine calling with confidence, purpose, and clarity. Trust that this is just the beginning of a greater journey, and that the doors that are opening for you now will continue to unfold as you walk in faith. The journey ahead may still have challenges, but know that you are now equipped to handle whatever comes your way. The breakthrough you're experiencing is not just a one-time event. It is the foundation of everything to come. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life, and with that comes new responsibilities, new opportunities, and a deeper understanding of your divine purpose. Trust in the process. Trust in the timing, and trust that God is leading you every step of the way. This breakthrough is a sign of His faithfulness, a reminder that He has been with you through every trial, every challenge, and every moment of doubt. Now, as you step into this new season, know that you are walking in His grace, His favor, and His perfect plan for your life. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come and how much you've grown. The struggles you've faced have made you stronger, and the lessons you've learned have prepared you for this breakthrough. Now is the time to embrace all that God has in store for you. Step forward with boldness, knowing that this breakthrough is just the beginning of an even greater purpose being revealed in your life. As you embrace this moment, know that it is a divine affirmation that you are on the right path. This breakthrough is a manifestation of God's love, His favor, and His perfect plan for your life. You are ready to walk into the fullness of your purpose, to fulfill the divine calling He has set before you. So chosen. 1. Take a deep breath and step into this moment with confidence. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here, and it is everything you've prayed for and more. Trust in the divine timing. Trust in God's plan. And trust that this is only the beginning of the amazing things that are about to unfold in your life. This breakthrough is a gift from heaven, a sign that your time has come. Embrace it with open arms and step forward in faith, knowing that your divine destiny is waiting for you. Archangel Michael, standing beside you, urges you to trust the clarity that has been unfolding in your heart. You have been seeking answers, wondering what steps to take. and questioning your path. But now is the time to embrace the clarity that has arrived. The fog of confusion is lifting, and the way forward is becoming unmistakably clear. God has been guiding you even in the moments when you felt unsure or lost. He has been shaping you for this moment, preparing you for the steps you are about to take. Archangel Michael reminds you that clarity is not just about understanding the next move. It's about trusting that the guidance you've received is real and true. The peace you feel in your heart right now is a sign that you are aligned with God's will, and that the clarity you've been seeking has been granted. Embrace it with confidence. The path ahead is not only clear, but it is blessed by God. You have the strength, wisdom, and understanding to step forward into the life you've always dreamed of, and you're ready to fulfill your divine purpose. This clarity is not a coincidence. It is a confirmation that you are walking in alignment with God's plan for your life. Trust that the confidence you feel in your heart is not from your own strength, but from the Father who is empowering you to move forward with boldness and assurance. Now is the time for action. The breakthrough is not just a moment to be observed. It is a moment to be embraced, to be lived out. Archangel Michael challenges you to step into the future with faith, trust, and unwavering confidence. Do not hesitate. Do not wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. The moment is now, and you are ready. You have been prepared for this time, and God has equipped you with everything you need to step into your destiny. This is the moment you've been waiting for, and you must walk forward in faith. Trust that God is leading you, guiding you, and supporting you every step of the way. The breakthrough you've prayed for is right in front of you. This is the time to take action, to move forward with confidence, knowing that God's hand is upon you and that His will is unfolding in your life. So I urge you, chosen one, to take that first step. Embrace the future with the faith that you are destined for greatness. The breakthrough is here, and now is the time to walk in the fullness of the purpose God has prepared for you. Trust in His plan, trust in His guidance, and trust that your breakthrough is just the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Chosen one, as you stand on the edge of this divine shift, understand that you are entering a new season, one that is saturated with divine purpose, guided by God's protection, wisdom, and strength. The struggles and the waiting are over, and now you are being led into a season of fulfillment, growth, and divine alignment. Everything you have experienced up to this point has been preparing you for this moment of breakthrough. Now, you are ready to walk into the fullness of God's plan for your life, and the divine purpose that was always meant for you is being revealed. This season is unlike any other. It's not a time to look back with regret or dwell on the challenges you faced. It's a time to move forward, trusting in God's guidance, knowing that His hand is firmly upon your life. You are walking in His protection, and His wisdom will lead you every step of the way. The strength you need has already been provided, and everything you've been through has been equipping you for this moment. Your divine purpose is unfolding before you, and everything you need to fulfill it has already been placed within you. Trust in the process, trust in God's timing, and trust that you are right where you need to be. Now is the time to embrace the breakthrough that is right in front of you. This is not a moment to hesitate, to second guess, or to fear the unknown. This is a moment to step boldly into the future that God has prepared for you. You are being called to walk confidently in your purpose, to trust that the path before you is the one that will lead you to your divine destiny. No more looking back, no more dwelling in the past. The future is calling you, and it is full of promise, opportunity, and transformation. You have been equipped for this moment. The strength you've gained through past trials, the wisdom you've acquired through experiences, and the faith you've nurtured through every season, all of it is within you now. You are ready, you are capable, you are equipped. Everything you need to step into your divine purpose has already been provided. The only thing left for you to do is to take that step forward in faith, trusting that God's plan will unfold with each move you make. Take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought you here. All the moments of doubt, all the seasons of waiting, all the trials that seemed overwhelming. They have shaped you, refined you, and prepared you for this season. Now, you are stepping into a new chapter. The challenges are behind you, and the promises of God are in front of you. Everything you've been through has led you to this divine moment, and now it's time to claim it. As you step into this breakthrough, remember that you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. His guidance, His protection, and His wisdom will continue to lead you as you walk boldly in your purpose. Trust that the divine path is unfolding for you, and that the future you've been hoping for is already within your reach. With every step forward, affirm that you are trusting in God's plan, in His perfect timing, and in His unwavering love. Let go of any fear, doubt, or hesitation that may try to hold you back. You are walking in the fullness of God's promises, and this is just the beginning. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is here, and it is only the first step toward everything that God has in store for you. So, I urge you now, embrace the breakthrough. Walk confidently in your purpose. Trust that everything you need is already within you. God has been preparing you for this moment, and He is leading you to the fulfillment of His divine plan. Step forward in faith, knowing that this new season is filled with purpose, blessings, and the fulfillment of every promise He has spoken over your life. Now take a deep breath and declare with confidence, I trust in the divine path that God has set before me. I trust in His promises, His protection, and His perfect timing. I step boldly into my purpose, knowing that everything I need is already within me, and I am ready for the amazing things God has prepared for me. This is your moment. The future is unfolding before you, and you are walking into a new chapter, one filled with divine purpose, strength, and blessings. Embrace it with open arms, knowing that you are not walking alone. God is with you every step of the way. You are ready, and the breakthrough is yours.